Hi guys. I just wanted to give you a quick update. I mean, quick, it depends on how much I will talk. I have here some notes because otherwise I will talk for 20 hours. And I like to talk. Like, people who know me know that I like to talk. Yeah, basically the thing that's happening is some people know my situation and some of us don't, but I don't need to explain every detail. I got fired from my job in May 2023. And then I got 6 months of the paro, so what is the unemployment benefits. And then I had to go back to being like a full-time autonomo, independent, basically. Not that bad, because I'm still here, basically. Doesn't mean that everything's fine, but at least I'm still here, so I still have the option of being here in Spain, in Barcelona. I left Brussels for Barcelona in 2017, quite a long time now. 8 years, maybe 7 years. And the thing is, I'm still happy to be here. Like, I really had a hard time settling here, and I'm still not settled properly. But I think it's worth the fight. And even if I went elsewhere, I don't think I would be better off moving. And I still want to build something here. I don't know how much I will be able to build and with who I will be able to build, but I still want to build. It's still a place where I see my future. So now there are things I've started, like BLADETUBE, Blading Spain and everything, and I still want to work on these projects. But let me come back to my notes. So I spent the last 20 years sitting on a chair, and as you can see, like, that chair is not even old. Like, that chair is like 2 years old, maybe, not even 2 years old. And you can see it's already messed up. Like, everything here is gone, because I'm a workaholic. Like, I can spend months on a computer. Like, I didn't get out of the neighborhood here since months. The only people that see me are the guys from the Suma, where I will buy my food. And I can stay here just editing and sometimes watching YouTube videos also, which inspire me a lot, obviously. So there are two things. I want to lose weight. I was 104 kilos like few months ago, like maybe 2 months ago. And then I seen that with the heat and all that I sweat every day here, that studio is basically like a oven. It's a oven. But I've lost a bit, so now I think I'm at 99. I've always been a heavy guy, like that's how it is. I'd like to come back to 82, 84. That's more or less where I balance, I would say, where I stabilize. Once I'm stabilized there, I would like to go back to skating, because I cannot skate being that heavy. Imagine having like 18 kilos of water in your backpack while skating. That's exactly what I have. I have 20 kilos to lose, almost. So I still can run, I can do my things, but to skate at a high level, you need to have some sort of training. Now there is this, and then the other thing is I want to get back control of that YouTube channel. It's not that I never had control of the YouTube channel, but I always wanted to give more blading videos, skating stuff, like urban things. And what I realized is it's not that it's in the past, it's not that I don't like anymore or that I forgot about it, or no, it's just that there are more things in my life than just blading. So I'd like to show a bit of maybe the gym, the things that I do in the studio, things that are part of my life outside of blading. So I built that persona of like being like the blader on YouTube, and that's cool, but I'm a multifaceted guy. Like, I'm an engineer also. I'm a designer, I'm a web designer. So there are things where I think I can bring more things to my channel. And as you can see here, like, there's the logo DIGITWEAKS. I'm working on the channel of DIGITWEAKS. So if you want to check it, it's at DIGITWEAKS. On that channel, basically, I show all the things that I use for my agency, but without all the fluff of me speaking about things that are private, I would say. Like, all the things that are the fluff, you will find it on that channel because I have the time and the freedom to talk about it. But that channel is more like for pure professional things, pure education. So on this channel, I would like to allow myself to talk a bit more about my everyday life, having less structure on it, not having to like over edit everything and have like videos like this where I'm more myself and I can just do the thing. That's basically it. Yeah, so I spent 20 years editing and coding, and I can feel that my back especially is screwed. and I need to train. I was in the gym before at Anytime Fitness. I trained a lot my back, and I was just at the point of being fine to skate with my back, and I got fired. Like, I kind of think I wanted to be fired. I made a video about it basically because I didn't want to work with them anymore. I think well, I cannot talk about it basically too much, but it's even if I struggle now, like, I don't have to deal with this type of BS anymore, so I'm very happy with that. But yeah, I'm working on my business and on myself also. You have to understand, when I arrived in Barcelona, a friend of mine found me a place for 100 euros, but it was like, imagine that studio isn't big, and I have many things in that studio, but in that place I could barely even fit everything and move even like a meter. So I couldn't stay there. No way I could stay there. And I moved to another place. Then the other place, I paid 500 euro per month for, it was clean, but the guy was there was a family there and I couldn't do anything. It was just like living with your parents, but your parents are like annoying you all the time. And I was already like 37, I think, 38 maybe, and I didn't want to have that relationship with like the homeowner. Like, I don't mind renting something, but I don't want to rent something and then the guy live just next door, and then whatever mistake that you do, it becomes a drama. So I ended up living then in Sant Boi, which was the worst decision of my life. I'd rather now live by myself. Whatever the situation, I'd rather live by myself. I think it's way better like this. I'm not the person to rent something with people I don't know. Maybe with my girlfriend, if I had one, then it would be cool. If it was maybe like a family member, maybe, but not people that I don't know. I wouldn't do that anymore. Or maybe a friend that I really know well and behave a certain way, yeah, why not? But yeah, so I struggled. I was working all the time, and then plus working the 40 hours per week, I had to go back and forth to it was 1 hour from the workplace. So I had 1 hour from the workplace every morning and evening, plus the 8-hour shift, plus the shift that were flexible. And I was working for, can I actually even say that? I don't know. I was working for a company that is, it's a website that does short-term, it starts with an A and ends with a B basically. And it's the first website you think of when you want to rent something in Barcelona outside of an hotel. So I cannot talk too much about it because I think I signed an NDA or something like this. And anyways, I don't want to even talk about it because that was an horrible experience. That's all I will say. I did that work for like a year. The last day that I worked, I received in the same time my IVA number and the stickers for the window where you see like the UNL. There's DIGITWEAKS here, but you cannot see it with the camera set now. But I received that the exact same day. So it was like a kind of a sign, like you had to go out of that place basically, which I did, and I'm very happy that I did. And apparently they lost a lot of, well, they lost the French department once I was gone. So after maybe a month it was gone, so I'm not mad. Maybe I was a bit like the trigger of the rest of the team getting out, and I was their best agent basically I think in the French department. One of the only ones that were actually natively speaking French. Yeah, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But I ended up in sleep deprivation because I was working, and I was working really hard. That's customer support. So when you send a chat, when you send an email, there's a ticket created. You are meant to close 8 tickets per day. And my average was 22 per day. So even the team leaders and the organization told me to calm down because it was too many tickets. Like, I wasn't meant to make that many tickets, and I think they were scared to discover that the other agents maybe didn't do as much as they could, or maybe it was for my mental health, saying like, hey, maybe calm down because you are going into a burnout. I don't know exactly which direction to take with that, but anyways, the numbers were there, so I was doing 22 tickets per day in average, and when I was coming back home, then sometimes I was skating, sometimes I was editing, sometimes I was chilling sometimes. sometimes. But I ended up in sleep deprivation. I think it's the first week that I don't have sleep deprivation symptoms. I think I finally got rid of the sleep deprivation, and now I go to sleep at like 10, 11, midnight, max 1 or 2 a.m. But I used to go to sleep at like 5, 6 a.m. and waking up to go to the work maybe like 4 hours later, and then coming back with like, it was just a mess. And I ended up having like bags basically here, like it was a mess. So I had to rest a bit, I had to change, I had to come back with my, you know, like a normal circadian cycle, I would say. So there was a lot of things that I had to clean, I would say. Talking about cleaning, I stopped consuming everything that could pollute my mental health. Like, it's everything that can be negative or psychologically disturbing your mind. I needed sometimes to also being isolated and think about it. So I know there's a friend that maybe will watch that video, used to ask me every day to do something in the evening, and it was always about smoking, drinking, and just eating stuff. Yeah, I might be sorry for that person, but I had to make a choice for myself. So I chose my health first. Like, there are things like this where everything in excess is a sin, basically. So I stopped everything that was in excess, basically. Now, I advise anyone that still smokes and drinks every day to maybe chill a bit on that. It made a huge difference in my life. Yeah, and also the thing is, initially I'm an independent guy, so I make music videos, I make websites, I'm a very active person. Like, it's even really hard for me to sleep, so I need to train, I need to be active. And the first thing that happened when I got fired, it was not the first job that I was talking about, it's another job for a pharmaceutical company, and I was also doing the customer support. Even more than the customer support, it was like the technical support. So I was getting paid for the day job that I had, full-time day job, but I wasn't really paid for all the extras that I do, for the things that are in the music industry and all the things that are related to what I do as an independent. I still work on my beats, but actually sound much better now. It's not there yet. I'm not there yet with the music, but I'm getting somewhere. I won't say too much. I won't talk too much about music, but I'm getting somewhere with my beat making. So at least I'm happy with that. Like, but yeah, sleep deprivation and everything was really hard, but I got over it just by having some discipline. As I was fired, I had to cut expenses, and that includes the gym membership. So I had no access to the gym anymore. The gym was very important for me, even for the blading part. The gym was making it easier for me to transition to blading after a really hard week, because at least I had like the evening where I could exercise. And without the gym, then the blading became even harder. So I'm actually a quite nervous person if I don't exercise. Now I'm 42, so it's getting better, but I'm still a nervous person. I'm still a guy that needs to move a lot. That's why I do my videos standing up also, because I cannot stay on the chair for that long anymore. It drives me insane, and it hurts my back. Now the situation is not over yet. The finances don't allow me to skate too much. And basically my pants are all messed up, like there are holes into it. The thing also, it's in Barcelona, it's like very hot. So Belgium being like much colder in winter, I used to have like very heavy baggy pants. I have to redo all my wardrobe for skating, and I had no money to invest in that. So it's not easy, but I'm able to pay the rent, I'm able to pay for electricity and phone and things like this. But when it comes to extras, like even paying for the metro, paying for the gym, I found the gym at 25 euro per month. So I think that's gonna be my choice. And even if it's not easy, I'd rather pay 25 and go to the gym than feeling like I felt for a long time. I will just open a bit here because it's really too hot. Yeah, now people are gone a bit, so it's fine. Yeah, the only issue is the noise. So I want to go back to the gym, and that's gonna be my priority for the next month. I already ordered some clothes, basically like underwear and socks, I'm trying to update my wardrobe also to go to the gym. And I want to also make more content related to blading. The thing is, on that channel, I would like to make more like a behind the scene vlog where I show you a bit more my daily life. Maybe not daily because I don't have the time to always take the camera and film, but I want to bring that channel to another level in terms of behind the scene vlog. And it's not only related to blading, that's the thing. Now for blading only, there's Blading Spain, BLADETUBE, and for unlabeled media, there will be still blading into it, but I want to come back to the essence of it, which was extreme sports, art, and music. And for the time being, it's only extreme sports and especially blading. So I might come back with it, but with a wider range of content, basically. So don't be surprised if you see other things on unlabeled media. We'll still have blading into it, but I need my vision to be brought to light, basically. So anyway, see you later, alligator. Peace.